In 2023, I made the game-changing decision of taking a multi-channel approach with my brand and business online. And the main reason for this was that after various months of seeing a massive fluctuation in reach on Instagram, it started to affect not only my business but my self-esteem. And on today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you my new content strategy that you can just copy and paste, which has allowed me to expand into 8 different channels. The success of this content strategy, and any content strategy really, is to take content creation and make it a habit, a weekly habit in your calendar. Create a structure around it, break it down into multiple days, however it works for you, but you need to make sure that it becomes a habit with a clear structure. And of course, utilize AI tools like ChatGPT or Google Bard to help you optimize your content creation process and make it more effective. That's how I've managed to build my content powerhouse system. This is a content system that helps you create content, distribute content, and optimize your content with ease. Remember, it's all about working smarter and not harder. The key for the content powerhouse system to work is to have at least one prime asset-based channels. Remember that an asset-based channel is a channel that you own, where you own your audience and you don't have to compete with any algorithm. This could be a blog, a podcast, and an email newsletter. And even YouTube could be considered an asset-based channel, even though it does have its own algorithm. Your content has a very long shelf life, which means you can be discovered for months or even years. With this being said, let's start with step number 1 within my new content strategy. And it all starts with researching the most trending topics in my industry and generating new ideas. I don't know about you, but I'm always thinking of new content ideas, and they always pop up in my head in the most random places, like the shower, bed, when I'm exercising outdoors. So I'm always writing them down in my notes pad to make sure that I have a content bank where I can extract ideas easily. But I also use Google and YouTube. On YouTube, I normally type a keyword or an idea that I might have in mind so that I can see if this topic has been trending on YouTube, and if it has, what types of titles are people using, what types of thumbnails, etc. And then on Google, what I do is I normally type, again, the keyword or a phrase related to this topic, and then Google will show you the results. But if you scroll down, there's a section called People Also Ask, and these are questions that people are currently asking about the specific topic. So I take those and I start developing my content around those ideas. Another way is by using AI tools like ChatGPT, Google Bard, when you can easily ask them to help you provide with content ideas for your business. Once I have all my ideas ready, step number 2 is to start the strategic planning for content creation. And this is the part that a lot of people skip, but it's crucial. Planning your content in advance is so important. It's gonna help you save so much time, energy, effort, etc. So with a list of multiple topics or ideas in mind, I sit down, I go through all of them, and I select the 4 most relevant topics or content ideas for my audience and for my business. For my business, because if I am about to launch a new program, or I have an upcoming brand partnership, or something that's related to my business, I need to make sure that these ideas that I'm choosing are relevant to the campaigns that are coming. And also to my audience, because there are different topics that might have been trending last month, but they're not that important this month or that relevant anymore. So I need to make sure that the topics that I choose are extremely relevant for my audience. For this, I usually use Instagram, and I know what people are asking. I know what people are resonating better to the type of content, the ideas. So I have a general idea about that. But if you don't know what your audience is looking for, you can always utilize AI. Again, ChatGPT or Google Bard can be incredible tools that can help you identify what are your audience's main pain points, desires, etc. So these 4 topics are gonna be the cornerstone of my content strategy for the following month. And what I do is that I do plan my blog and YouTube content 1 month in advance. Once I have selected my 4 core pieces of content for the next month, I incorporate SEO strategies for maximum visibility. And for this, I love using Google Bard. The great thing about Google Bard is that it extracts information from Google from that current date versus ChatGPT, which is trained until September 2021. Google Bard can extract relevant information from that specific day. So what I do is I ask Google Bard to help me find keywords that are gonna help my YouTube videos and my blogs rank on Google better. And I do this by asking Google Bard to provide me with alternative keywords to a main keyword. And these keywords have to have a high search volume but a low competition, which means that it's gonna help you rank but not compete against other blogs or channels that might have bigger audiences. I normally get a couple of different keywords and then I choose the one that I believe would resonate the most with my audience. Step number 4 is to harness the power of AI for your content creation, basically crafting the content. So what I do is with these keywords that Google Bard provided me, I write a main outline or script for each blog or YouTube video. In this outline, I make sure to explain or describe what will go in the first paragraph, what will go in the body of the blog, what will go in the conclusion. And then I use this structure and feed it to ChatGPT so that it expands on each point. I make sure to tell ChatGPT how long I want this blog to be, what keywords I want it to use, and I usually also feed it with the previous blog that I have written so that it can extract my style, my tone of voice, language, personality, and so on. Before continuing, I want to remind you about my free ChatGPT prompt pack. These are over 50 prompts that I created for you to help you improve your social media strategy, your content creation and repurposing, and to turn your followers into customers. It's completely free. I'm putting a link in the description. Go get it now. So once ChatGPT has written the first draft for my blog, it's time to review and polish the content. I do not suggest you copy paste what ChatGPT or other AI tools provide you. You need to go through it and change things that don't really sound like you or that you wouldn't even say, because it happens, right? So review and polish your content. So I usually write a second draft after ChatGPT has provided me with the first draft. Once I have my 4 blog posts ready, it's time to distribute these posts across all my multiple channels. And of course, I'm not gonna post this blog in all my channels. What I do is I take this blog post and I break it down into multiple short form pieces of content for all my channels, making sure that each version is tailored for the channel it's going to, creating a powerful content cascade that reaches a much broader audience and generates more engagement. So let me break down this to you now. The blog posts serve as the main foundation for the script of my YouTube video, and for the email, I usually don't send them the blog just like that. I create a teaser that builds hype or curiosity in people, so if I really hook them in, they're more likely to click on that link within my email and go read my blog or watch my YouTube video. And for shorts, TikToks, and Reels, I take that same video and I use a tool called Opus Clip, which uses AI and breaks down your video into multiple short form videos between 5 to 10. It depends on the topic of the blog. Sometimes it's better to create a carousel, sometimes it's better to present it as a reel, but you get to decide what works better, and of course you know your audience better than anyone else, so you know what type of content they would respond better to. And then I also make sure to show up and talk on stories about the same topic, and then I drive people to the blog or to the YouTube video. Again, it's not about copying and pasting everything, it's about creating curiosity with stories enough so that people are willing to leave Instagram and go to your blog or your YouTube. A super great hack that you're gonna love is that you can use the same content from the email teaser as your script for Instagram stories in case you're speaking in stories, or you can do just like a static story with text, and then in the following stories add the links to your YouTube channel or your blog. And then to reach a much more professional audience, I also repurpose my content into LinkedIn and Facebook. Here what I usually do is share the direct link to the YouTube video or the blog. But I normally also share videos, carousels that have all been repurposed from the other social media channels. So wrapping up, you've seen how I've managed to go from just being an Instagram brand to a multi-channel brand by leveraging only one prime asset-based content. Again, prime asset-based content can be email, YouTube, or podcast. It only takes one of these per week to maximize your brand's presence and your content distribution. So let's recap all the steps within my content strategy. The first one is researching for the most trending topics in your industry and creating a content idea bank. Step number 2 is to take a strategic approach to planning your upcoming content. Step number 3, using SEO to find the most relevant keywords before you create your content. Step number 4 is to create the content with artificial intelligence. Step number 5, to review and polish. And then step number 6 is to distribute to all your channels. I do want to remind everyone that in order for a content strategy to be successful, you have to have a crystal clear understanding of your target audience. And that's why I love the Content Powerhouse system, because within this system, you'll be able to find the specific needs and preferences of your ideal audience. So it's time to embrace the power of smart content creation in 2023. Create less, but distribute more and exploit smartly. That's the key to standing out in an ever-evolving digital space. Thank you for watching until the end. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. If you learned something new, please like and share with someone else, and I'll see you next week. See ya.